Well, hi everyone. Today is Monday, April 19th. It's just after 12 in the afternoon. And we are at the corner of Clair Avenue West and Bathurst Street. Today's journey is going to take us south on Bathurst to Bloor. And I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. When I left home, it was plus 12. It is really super nice out. But I think I read that it's supposed to rain this afternoon. And I've been thinking for a while that I need to start getting out and doing these videos in the morning rather than wait until the afternoon. And it's really for no other reason than getting my butt moving. I tend to putz around in the morning and then get out usually afternoon. But because I heard that it was supposed to rain this afternoon, I thought I better get out before the rain strikes and I can't record. So yeah, I'm gonna make more of an effort to do my walks earlier in the day. And the funny thing is, mornings are my best time. I normally get up between 5:30 and 6. This is the new library, by the way. So you can see the facade of the library that once was. So it looks like they're maintaining the facade, but adding on this piece right here. Because the library essentially ended, you know, where you see it here as it is for the most part. But it looks like they're really creating a lot more space. It looks really nice. Yeah, so as I was saying, the morning is usually the better time for me. When I used to train, I'd always leave the house at 5:30 in the morning, and then, you know, I had the training over with and I had the whole day to, well, I worked then, so, and I had the, you know, I could go to work and then come home and relax. And now that it's getting lighter out and the weather is getting nicer, it's just more of an inspiration to get out earlier in the day. So I didn't do much yesterday. My husband and I went out for a walk around the neighborhood. But that was about it. So it's nice to be out today. I'm going for a walk. So I left home about 40 minutes ago. So it took me about 45 minutes to get to where we started today. So if it doesn't start raining, I might make 2 videos today because I am going to Bloor and I've got a couple of things to do, and then I have to walk west on Bloor to Danforth, or is it Danforth? No, Dufferin, not Danforth. So maybe I can do 2 videos. And then I've got to walk home, so that will be another hour and a half. So it'll be about roughly a 3-hour walk to and fro today. So my husband and I started to watch a Netflix, I think it's a docu-series titled The Serpent, based on a true story of a guy and his partner in crime, so to speak. I think it's his wife. Well, he calls her his wife. They're accused of I think murder, if I understand it right, or manslaughter. Anyhow, I don't know if they've ever been convicted, but anyhow, this series is, I think, several episodes. I'm not sure how much exactly, but they're about, the first one was an hour long, so we watched that. So I have a real thing for true crime, and even, you know, films that are inspired by true crime. So, and what makes it that much more interesting to watch is this couple are from Montreal, so Canadians. And I think how they get caught is, I think it's the assistant to a diplomat of the Dutch embassy in, I can't remember, I'm not sure if it's Beijing. Anyway, this assistant to the, I'm not sure if he's an ambassador or not, but you know, he's part of that cohort. He's the one that pushes to get the disappearance of 2 Dutch citizens. Find out what happened to them, because they were dedicated, or they were declared missing, and it seemed that one of the governments wasn't really taking it too seriously, and they were tourists. Actually, they were a young couple, they were tourists, and they went missing. Anyhow, so this embassy fellow is the guy who sort of leads the charge and doesn't relent and tries to get justice. So, and he kind of unravels this whole situation with these predators, his husband and wife. So yeah, so hopefully it keeps us engaged, and we continue watching and finding out what happens. Other than that, the weekend has been pretty quiet, other than my walks and doing things around home. So let me know how your weekend has been, whether you work or whether you are retired and just enjoy the comforts of home, or not retired and still enjoying the comforts of home. I'd like to hear from you guys. So Bathurst is a north-south thoroughfare through the city of Toronto. It's always a busy street. Goes right into downtown. And I think it goes as north as the 401. Not sure, but it goes up, at least in that area, not further. So there is some residential, you can see. Yeah, the sun is really bright today. Got lots of sunscreen on. So this is a major hub for TTC in here. I don't know exactly what goes on in here, but it's pretty serious. See what some of the signage says. Support services, operations branch. Support services operations branch. The Saint. Condominiums. There used to be a TV series way back called The Saint, and I think the newer version was with Val Kilmer. Either he did a movie or he was part of a series. And there was also one with Roger Moore, way back when, way back, I think 60s. So when I saw that bus stop and I saw, all I could see as I was approaching it, all I could see was The Saint. And I thought, oh, is this a new series? A new version, rather, of The Saint? But no, it's a condominium complex. So we're going underneath this railway track. Here we are approaching DuPont. Looks like a new condo development there. That big white structure. So we're just crossing to the west side of Bathurst, and we're going to continue walking south. There used to be, right there it says Detroit Pizza, there used to be a really cool restaurant there probably 10 years ago. And I think it was called Truly or Yours Truly. It was so delicious, like it was so incredibly delicious. Look at the really cool storefront. Hopefully the camera will pick it up right across the street with the wood door and the windows that jut out. It's a plant store, flower store. It's just, love that storefront. And if you look at the windows above, if you can see, they're etched. Gorgeous. This is also a really nice storefront. Suzanne Gardner Flowers. Oops, sorry about that. I get trigger happy. So there are some clouds in the sky, as you can see, but nothing that looks really threatening of rain. So hopefully I'll make it home without any being wet. I did bring an umbrella just in case, but if I can hold out for a couple more hours, I'll be very happy. But Mother Nature is going to do what Mother Nature wants to do. Well, there's a really cool storefront right here. I'm just going to angle the camera up, and you can see in the window, hopefully, the beautiful display. Looks like a Coolio store. Oh, Summerhill Market. Now I have gone to, I've walked down Bathurst, and usually when I need to go further west, I sort of zigzag through neighborhoods. Residential neighborhoods, but I decided just to go straight down Bloor today because I thought it might be a little bit more interesting than residential streets at this time. Once flowers start to bloom, it'll be nice to walk down some residential streets and look at gardens and all the bright flowers. So this year, my husband and I are going to undertake a major endeavor in our backyard. We have a flower bed that only grows weeds, and I have tried to plant numerous different types of plants, both perennial and annual, in that flower bed, and everything dies. And I said last year I am not doing that anymore because I don't want to be killing any more plants. And the thing is, we've come to the realization that the soil, and that it's a long patch, it's probably 15 feet, maybe more, is like really clay-like soil. And even though we've used, different topsoils, nothing seems to work. And So we've come to the conclusion that we actually need to dig down and get rid of that clay-like soil and put in some better quality soil, I guess, for lack of a better word. I'm not sure if it's just going to be topsoil or there's something a little bit more specific we need to put there, but that's what we're going to do. So the plan is to get a rototiller and then rototill, because there are still some weeds, and I'll talk about those weeds in just a minute, but we're going to get rid of that whole top layer, and then we're probably going to have to dig a little further, a little deeper, because we want plant roots to be able to go as deep as they need to go. So we still have to do a little bit of investigation, but probably at least another foot. So we decided against getting a gardener to do that, and we thought, you know, we're fit and healthy, we're not in a rush, and we can try it ourselves. And the option, you know, there's always the option that if we like really fail at doing this for whatever reason, then, you know, we can always hopefully hire someone to help us out. But if we were going to do this over a weekend, then yeah, we probably would hire somebody, but we're going to take, you know, as long as it takes. Could be a couple of weeks maybe. I do want to be able to plant by the end of May, so I think we've got plenty of time. So as I mentioned, what's been growing there are weeds. So I read that in order to hamper the weeds from continuing to grow once spring hits is to cover them up so they don't get any sun. So we have covered them all up with cardboard, like that whole row, that whole bed. I don't know, it's more than 15 feet, maybe 20 feet. I can't tell you. I have no sense of how long that would be. But anyway, it's long piece, and we've covered it up with cardboard and to make sure that they don't grow back. So the pieces that aren't covered by the cardboard, you can see the weeds, you know, starting to enjoy the sunlight. So hopefully if we do that next weekend, I don't know with COVID whether we're able to get that equipment, because we will have to rent a rototiller. It also depends on the weather too. So if it predicts there's going to be a lot of rain next weekend, we won't do it, because that wouldn't be a lot of fun. Talk about getting muddy. Maybe it would be fun. No, it wouldn't. Maybe for a 5-year-old, but not for us. So I'm looking forward to planting. I really love peonies, so I'd like to get some peony bushes and some lavender perhaps. So here's the Bathurst and Bloor Street subway stop. This is line 2. Right, here we are at Bathurst and Bloor Streets. Now right across the street here If those of you may or may not remember, Honest Ed's used to be located right here, where this condo is going up. I remember coming to Honest Ed's a few times back in the day. Anyhow, folks, I think I'm going to conclude this video and do a couple of things that I need to do in the neighborhood. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please consider subscribing to my channel and smashing that like box. That'd be much appreciated. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.